Hello everyone, Juicebags here, and welcome to another update for the Forest. Public Alpha version 0.02 just came out. And let's go ahead and hop right in, and I'm going to discuss a few of the changes and additions. Now, most of the changes were performance. So let's go ahead and wreck this plane and check it out. Now, they added some sparks. It seems like it's a little bit brighter. And there is actually some additions in the game. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to find them. But there's a couple of additions in the game that aren't actually in the patch notes. One of those is there's a new kind of berry. There's a gray berry now that looks just like the other blueberries that is poisonous. So I'll see if we can't eat a few of those. Of course, we got some sharks in this episode. In fact, that's how this episode's going to end. Is, there are now sharks in the game, as the cannibals weren't bad enough. But here is the updated scene. It's supposed to be slightly more dramatic now. We see it's a little bit brighter. You got some sparks dropping from like the exit sign. Not really any massive differences, but there are, it's a little bit cleaner. I don't know how it's more dramatic. How do you get much more dramatic than a half-naked cannibal running off with your child? I'm not real sure, but anyway, let's go ahead and just grab some loot here. Not concerned with really what we get. I just want to get up to full. Get up to full on everything. And go on out, check out some of the changes here. Alright, so we got some berries right out of the gates as we jump right out of the plane. How convenient is that? See these berries? They look real similar. They look just like the blueberries. But they're not. They're gray. And they are Betty berries. Check it out. Oh! Don't eat those berries. They're no good. Now we are going to go find the boat and take a look at some of the music. It looks like we're pretty close to it. Should be over this way somewhere. Right over in there, I believe. I'm not seeing it. Oh. And you see the regular blueberries are still here. So the dark blueberries are the ones you want to eat. There's the newer poisonous berry, which is gray, and that's no good. The boat should be right over this way. And we want to check out a few of the new, other new additions while we're out here. First things first, I'm going to go out to the boat, get myself my flare gun, and get the newest item that was added onto the yacht out here. Now, as I mentioned, there are sharks. We're not going to go out and say hi to those guys quite yet, but we will be able to see them in the distance. You see the fins? Uh-oh. There's sharks! Let's go get our flare gun, and let's get a little music going. Now, in addition to the few additions they had, they made a couple of changes with the cannibal AI. They say that the females will sometimes freak out now at the sight of dying family members. I haven't yet seen this happen. But, ooh, those sharks are close. We don't need to go visiting sharks quite yet. Let me get down here, try to get down here and get my flare gun. There we go. Let's get back up onto the beach. One of the most notable improvements is you can now use pieces of building wall as roof. They made building the custom buildings a little bit easier, as items will snap into place now, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to want to see if I can kill a shark too. I don't know if the sharks are, you wouldn't think. They're pretty mean, badass sharks, but come on. I guess I don't need that stuff. I'm not even worried about it. Ooh, sharks are getting close. Doesn't look like flare guns do anything to sharks, which is probably as it should be. Now, if you notice, one of the items I picked up is a cassette player. Bust that bad boy out, and you're going to get yourself some music. Now, it'll play through the song and stop, and you have to bust it out again to start playing another song. There are several different songs. They're varied, but none of them are really excessively irritating or anything, so that's nice. Kind of a weird rock hopping graphic here, but whatever. Come on, get off the rock. There we go. So let's take a look at some of the Snap 2 buildings here. Let's see, our custom buildings, we got walls. Let me go up here in the grass a little bit where you'll be able to see this a little bit better. Let's see, so say we place a wall right there and we want to go ahead and get another wall piece out. And you see they've got some Snap 2 stuff. So we go there, it's going to snap it into place right there. Grab another wall piece, then you see you can put it, it'll snap the place right at the end for longer walls. Or it'll snap the place at a 90-degree angle to create, you know, an enclosed type wall. And then there is a nice little enclosure all snapped into place, which is nice. And then the roofs are a little buggy. That's still, it was actually still listed as a work in progress right on there, right in the patch notes. So there is some of the Snap 2 items. You can, the simple raft is now buildable. Let's see, where is that bad boy at? Storage, custom buildings, furniture, traps. There we go. Yeah, the small raft you can now build up. Doesn't have a sail yet, is the only thing. Which, I think that makes it unusable, to be honest with you. I don't think, the raft is going to be able to be used. Now, another addition, the turtles are now killable. However, you can't harvest them. So you can come over here and you can whack him in the head. Ba-bam. He's done. But you can't use the meat or the shell or anything, which, you know, I'm sure they'll be added in. You have to hit them right on the head as well. If you hit them on the shell, it does nothing. But there's a quick look at the turtle. We got our new surprise added to the yacht, which is the cassette player. Let's get another song going. Is that the same song? I think that's the same song. Let's see if it'll let me change. I think it will. Yeah, there we go. Here's a different song. This one's doesn't seem all that grand, but we'll go ahead and listen for it. Now, one of the interesting things about the music, as you see, the cassette player in this description there, it restores your energy. So if your energy is low, a little music is going to rejuvenate you. How awesome is that? Birds are now going to be able to be killed with fire, so you can flare gun the birds or Molotov them, whatever you feel like you need to do. It says it improved fish movement. Let's go find a little school of fish here. There's should be a school right around here somewhere. Right over, I think there's a school of fish right over the horizon over here. Another turtle. Yo, turtle. Clunk. Needless killing. See, here's some fish. Doesn't really seem like, I mean, they look a little better, but that's about it. But that's all good. Now, enemies, if you wound a baddie and they're down, enemies will now drag their friends out of danger. And then, of course, the females will skits out upon sight of dying family members. So let's check out a couple more songs. Let's see if we can get... See, that's the same one. Here we go. Here's a Like I said, the flavor of the songs is definitely extremely varied. Now, there was a lot of performance enhancements to the game. The load times are a little slower, but the main additions really were the music. That new berry, which was a ninja edition, it's not in the patch notes, and then the sharks. And speaking of sharks, let's go check them out. Now, things end badly for you with the sharks, as you're about to see. They're not cannibals, so they're not going to drag you back to a cave. They're going to end you right there. So let's see, we see pretty massive schools of shark in the distance there. In fact, let's try out the flare gun. Nope, the flare gun clearly does nothing. We'll check out the axe when he gets in closer. Oh, he's coming for me now. Oh, shit! Pretty easy to navigate around him if you're paying attention. And it looks like he missed, so he instantly forgot about me. Is he coming back? Let's go find another shark to harass. Is he going to get me from behind? Oh, no, this guy's coming. Anyway, this is what happens when they finally catch you. Oh, he missed! You fail shark! How do you miss? I was right there. It's alright. We'll get sharky with it here. Come on, little sharky. Here comes another one, taking a turn at me. And that one had a direct hit. Like I said, no trip to the cave, so you decide to play with the sharks. Look at the changes that were implemented in version 0.02 of the forest. I did a little stream earlier today, and I ended up running into a lot of glitchiness, so I just I went and became shark bait and ended the stream. But I will have a full playthrough of the forest version 0.02 up on the YouTube channel over the next week. You see, we get bumped up to a version 0.03 in just over 2 weeks, so I'm excited to see what changes get added in there. Now, one of the most needed changes to the game, in my opinion, is the saving issue, which is still not fully solved. Still a lot of glitchiness and inventory errors and such when you load back into the game. But there is the Forest 0.02. Thanks again for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. More Forest coming soon. Thanks again.